Come on, YouTube. You can do it. Welcome back, y'all. We having a couple little technical difficulties there that I was not expecting, but we're here now, and that's what matters. So, welcome. I am Tori, and this is the Kingdom Digital Run Club, your club away from the pack. And today we are back with another live stream, your digital community. This is where you can talk, share anything running, fitness related, just anything in general that you have going on in life that you want to share with your people. So think of this as you're running along with your run club and you're just kind of talking. You finished up your run club, you went to the coffee shop, kind of communicating with everybody. So where I'm going to start this is on my training recap. Last week was a abysmal week for me. It was super busy. I had to go fire the pistol on Friday at like 3 in the morning, and we only got about 13.7 miles in last week. Ironically, 10 of those miles was just during one run. But we fast forward to this week, and today we did a half marathon. It wasn't a race or anything like that. I kind of just woke up. I wanted to go run, and I went to Lake Hefner out here in OKC. I got to the lake, get out of the car. I pick up my AirPods case and I open it, and my heart dropped for a second. My AirPods were gone. They were gone. I wasn't sure what happened to them. I knew I dropped them right before I walked out of the house, and it scared the daylights out of me. I'm like, what am I about to do? But then I remembered I ran my last half marathon, the Tulsa Route 66 half marathon. I ran that one without AirPods. So I was like, you know what? We'll see what happens. It's kind of cold. It's kind of warm. It was a little bit later in the morning than I usually run because of the time change, which I'm also still getting used to. I lived overseas for a couple of years, like 5.5 years, and we didn't have to do that. So moving back to the States, I'm still getting used to like moving the clocks and all that. Still kind of weird to me. But anyway, took our gels with us. Same gels as always. The GU gel, strawberry banana, probably my favorite still. I haven't found another brand. I haven't really tried another brand of gels yet. So if y'all have any other brand of gels that y'all like that are vegan friendly, I'm not vegan, I'm vegetarian, but that are vegetarian friendly essentially for me, let me know. I know there's a ton of different ones out there. Some of them are super expensive. I can't remember the one brand. It's like the packaging is really minimalistic. It's like white and black. And let me see if I can find the name of them. And they're expensive, man. Yeah, here they are. Martin gels, gel 100s. So a six pack of gels is $25. I can never, bro. Like I spend maybe a dollar 25 on my gels. I get mine from Walmart, and if Walmart doesn't have them, I go to Dick's Sporting Goods. And I was tripping out for a little bit because they changed the packaging on them. So if you use the GU gels at any point, especially the strawberry bananas, you know what they look like. It used to be a pink package with yellow on it and this little sweeping swoosh whoosh thing going through it. And I was like, cool. That was like my go-to gel. I didn't want the coffee. I don't like anything like caffeinated. So I just wanted like a kind of like a fruity flavor to kind of keep me going. And I was super happy with those. But then I started seeing those dwindling down. Like Walmart stopped carrying them. My local Dick's Sporting Goods, like there's like 3 or 4 of them, slowly started not carrying them. And I started seeing these other ones pop up. The new ones say GU Energy Gel Dietary Supplement. And I was like, I don't want a dietary supplement. I just want a good gel. And I would still go around looking for the strawberry bananas. And eventually they finally disappeared now. And it took me a while of researching to look up and see that I guess depending on where you live or where you are now, they changed some of the restrictions of what has to be labeled on the gel packets themselves. So now the new strawberry banana that I was kind of trying to avoid supposedly is the exact same as the other one. Now I tried it today and I'll say that it tasted close to the same, but a little bit thicker than what the normal one was. So every time I take a gel, I'll usually take it out like a half mile or so before I actually take it. And I'll start kind of working it through my fingers, kind of squishing it around, make it like a little bit looser and it's not as thick because I hate gumming a gel. It's like peanut butter, eating peanut butter while you're running. Good for you, sure. But I like to be, I breathe out of my mouth when I run most of the time. I try to remember to nose breathe, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it anyway. But I was trying the gels and they worked, but they didn't hit the same as the old gels. So when I'm running, I usually pop a gel at my 3 mile, 7 mile, 10 mile, and then every 3 miles after that. I don't start with a gel. I start at the 3 mile. So this one, same thing. Popped at the 3 mile. Felt great. Actually lowered my time a little bit. I was running about a 9:25, 9:15, and then that changed to about a 9 minute. And then popped another one at the 7.5. And I sped up, or I kept around the same pace for about 5 minutes. And then after that, it wore off so much quicker than the other gel. And I was hurting, bro. I was hurting. How much did you run this morning? T-Berg, I ran a half marathon. I ran a half marathon this morning. So I set out with an initial thought like, okay, I'm going to do at least 10. That's going to be my short run. My goal is 12, only because y'all gonna make fun of me for this. My goal was 12 miles because my shoes. So I was at, I believe, 228. And I was like, if I do 12 miles, it'll bump me up to 240. That was really the only reason I wanted to do 12. But then I also remembered that the LA marathon was this morning. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I can do a half marathon to kind of feel like I'm involved in that, in the LA marathon in my own sort of way. So once I got to 12, I was like, I'm still a little bit far away from the car. So might as well, and just sent it and just did the half marathon. But it was a great time. And speaking of the LA marathon, there were 26,000 runners signed up, and they had some weather going on. So it was hotter than what they truly expected it to be. And with that, I'm interested to see how y'all feel about this. They decided that if you ran 18 miles for the marathon, keep in mind that you could stop there and go ahead and get your finisher's medal, or you could continue and you could get your marathon medal at the full 26.2 miles. Now, there was a lot of blowback that I saw online from runners talking about how they didn't really agree with you doing the 18 and stopping there. But my opinion on it, no one asked me, is it's kind of your own race. I get it, like it's hot out. Maybe you can't finish. Maybe 18 tapped you out where you were training and you could have done the full 26.2. But all in all, it's nobody else's business. Why are we worried about what other people are doing with the race? Yeah, you didn't finish it, but I'm assuming that the LA Marathon would kind of mark those people down, like not down as in like lower their score or anything like that, but kind of identify them on the website as the finisher and say that they stopped at the 18 mile. So their times wouldn't be comparable to those that did the full 26.2 miles. That's just my thoughts on it. I was interested to see how the running community feels about that. So if y'all have anything in the chat, let me know how y'all feel about that. Or if you're watching this later, leave me a comment. That really was a huge point that came up before the race is, hey, you can finish 18 miles and get a finisher medal, or you can finish 26.2 and get the medal there. Again, for me, none of my business. Run your own race. Do what you need to do to stay healthy and stay safe. If you feel like you need to stop. If you feel like you can keep going, then by all means, have at it, But for the winner and the results of the LA Marathon, the female winner was, I hope I don't butcher her name, Priska Sharono, I believe. She was a 45-year-old mother of three. She actually got injured earlier, I believe, this year or late last year, and then re-picked up her training. And she was able to pull it out and won. She ran a 2-hour, 25-minute, and 19-second marathon, which was astounding. They were really, really congratulating her on that race, especially at her age. I guess they weren't expecting her to be the leader of it, but she came out very confident. She came out aggressive. The other male leader, which we'll get to in a second, he came out aggressive as well. But yeah, great race ran by her. Tiber said, I'll never be competitive in any of these races anyway. Just finishing it is a great accomplishment. I agree. That's kind of where I'm at. If I'm at a race, I'm typically not there to try to get first place. I know some people kind of frown upon that, but I like to run. I like to be around other runners while running, even if we're not talking. It's just more of the environment and the community feel that I get from it. So if I show up to go run, I just want to run. Let me be. Let me be. If I want to run 18, let me run 18. If I want to run the full 26, let me run the full 26. But my time in my mind is not comparable to the time of anybody else around me. We all have different things going on in life, whether you have kids, work, you're not able to train as long, you have a condensed training area, you maybe have more hills, less hills, the weather's different. There's so many different factors that go into racing and training that I think aren't fully accounted for. But odes to the winners. If you can race and that's something that you do, odes to you. Definitely. Congrats. I would love to do it, but I know that the stage of my life that I'm at, it's not in the cards for me. So just let me enjoy my race from my own pace. I'm not fast. I'm not slow. I'm kind of a mid-pack average runner, and that's where I like to be at. I like to challenge myself during my races, and it doesn't always mean going for first place. But if I ever make it, y'all will hear about it. I promise you. All right, so back to the LA Marathon. So we talked about the women's winner. The men's finish of the LA Marathon was very, very exciting. I was not expecting it. So for a few miles, you saw Michael Kamal. He was just running by himself. However, you could see that he was starting to struggle as he was running. His stance was kind of loosening up, but he was holding on to it. And he kept checking over his shoulder. And the announcers couldn't figure out what he was looking at. I couldn't figure out what he was looking at while I was watching it. And then lo and behold, at the very end, Nathan Martin comes right past him right as they're about to go through the tape. Doesn't push him over, gets just enough in front of him to take the whole race. You see Michael Kamal, he dives and he tries to get back in front of Martin. He doesn't make it and trips and falls. They had to actually stretch him out. So prayers with him. Hope he gets better, full recovery very soon. But I heard he did not take any hydration or fueling while he was out there running on that hot day. I'm not sure to the extent how true that is. If that is the case, that might play a little bit into why he was down and hurt so bad after that dive. But Nathan Martin came out of nowhere, and I can only assume that Nathan Martin was what he was looking back at. But Martin said that he thought he could win it from the go, but then later in the race, he started kind of seeing the lead vehicle, and it was about the last 800 meters is where he decided, okay, I need to try to win this. If I'm going to go now. So just imagine all out sprinting for 800 meters to try to catch the leader of the race and Michael Kamal, and then passing him literally at the last second. So their finish times were both exactly the same. They both finished the marathon in 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 18 seconds each. Now, I don't know the milliseconds of it, but it was very, very close. If you didn't see it, you have to go back and watch that race. That finish was amazing. But yeah, again, to Kamal, prayers to him. Hope he gets better soon. And it was an amazing race, y'all. I'm hoping one day I'll be able to participate in one of these big city marathons. The Oklahoma City Marathon is a great one, but I do want to travel outside of here one day, maybe LA. Definitely want to do the Hawaii. Once I get to Germany, I'm going to try to get into the Berlin 5K, maybe. We'll see. Now, as far as the product review, this week we do not have a new product to review. I guess it would have been the gel, but I didn't really want to bring one of those out. Y'all seen the gels before. Y'all have those own gels that y'all know of. We did get approved to be a New Balance wear tester, which is pretty cool. I tried to apply for Adidas and they just shut me down instantly. But with New Balance, they sent us a new product to demo. I'm supposed to demo that through April and then send it back. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to put some miles into them, give them a good survey, and hopefully get out a good product. It's going to be really interesting. This is my first ever product testing that I've done. So I know there's a survey at the end, and they're going to check for wear and tear. I thought that was really interesting. I assumed they were going to let us keep the product. I've already ran in it, sweating it, did what I needed to do. You really want it back? But they said they're going to check the item for wear and tear of the usage, I guess, to make sure that you did what you said that you did in them. But what do they do with them after that? Where do they go? Do they donate them to somewhere else? I don't know. If y'all know and y'all wear testers, let me know, because I'm interested to know where this product goes that you've used and abused and put miles on and then sent back. All right, so the open chat, where you ran this week. If you ran this week, Let me know. Did you have any races? I know there's a lot of them coming up now, especially with St. Patty's Day. We had one going on. We had a beacon run at Lake Hefner out to the lighthouse yesterday. I believe there was a St. Patty's run I think it was today. And then there's another St. Patty's run on the 22nd. I'm not signed up for any of those. I'm thinking about getting in the one on the 22nd. And then our local run club, the Red Coyote Running Store, they're having a demo. I wish I could remember which shoe. I believe they did an Ultra shoe last week. I think they did a Hoka as well. They're doing the On. So this coming Thursday, I believe, they're doing the On Cloud Monster 3 and the Cloud Surfer 3. So I might try to pop up over there if I can get some free time. I believe it's at like 6 or 7 p.m. If you want to get involved in it, just search Red Coyote OKC, go to events, weekly events, and scroll down. It'll be on there. They have random demos that they're able to do. I believe Super Feet's coming maybe next month. I don't know if they're coming this month, but still pretty cool. Any goals that y'all have going on? Mine right now, I don't fully have any. I'm still working on getting more consistent with my 3 mile and 5 mile at a 9-minute pace or less. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not really sure what to do to get over that threshold. So I'm open to any and all recommendations of how to get my mile time down to that 9-minute and keep it consistently. Like I said, I'm not a fast runner. I'm not a bad runner. Just learning as I go, really, because I'm not going to be able to take any hydration or anything like that while I go. It's just going to be a flat out run. So I think that's going to be interesting. No completed races on my end. Again, I'm looking for some. I finally think I've had to come to accept something, which we'll get back to in a second. I'm not too happy about this one. So Adidas, I've been running in the Adidas Evo SLs since last year. Like I said, I got about, excuse me, I'm a little over 240 miles on them now because of the half marathon today. And then I have a second pair that's in a box right now. But on March 17th at 2 a.m., I was going to try to show y'all, but for some reason YouTube's not letting me. They are releasing a new shoe. It is the Adidas Hyper Boost Edge. I wish I could show it to y'all. It is beautiful. T-Bird said, Hokas are the GOAT running shoe. I do not agree. I don't agree. See, the reason I don't, though, is because for me, I'm more flat-footed. I don't really have like an arch in my foot on my running shoe. So when I did have a pair of Hokas, they were gifted to me by a friend. They had that little notch in them that was just pushing into my foot, like right there. And I could feel it the entire time. It was tearing my foot up. Plus, me personally, again, my opinion, the Hoka cushion isn't the same as some of the other max cushion shoes or just cushion shoes in general that I've used. I think the Hokas are more, again, this is always going to be my opinion, are better for walking. Now, if I had a thick sole pair of Hokas, I believe they're on the Clifton 10 or the Clifton 9, Bondi 9. I would get one of those. I would walk in it. I would definitely walk in it. But as far as running, I don't think my feet and body would be good for a Hoka. But Adidas, that Hyperboost Edge, it is a brand new technology that we haven't seen before. It does look like the old kind of the old Ultra Boost foam that we've seen before. So this is the description of their new running shoe. It's not really a max cushion shoe, but it's not a max cushion shoe. So this is running shoes with a Hyperboost Pro midsole for comfort and energy on your run. Hyperboost Edge introduces a new era of road running by combining maximum cushioning, high energy return, and lightweight performance in one shoe. The shoe combines 3 breakthrough technologies: the new Hyperboost Pro midsole, a prime weave upper, and a light traction outsole to balance the comfort and responsiveness in every stride. Crafted with no plates, so no plates in it, which I'm very happy about because I kind of left those in the past. I don't need plates. I thought I did. I'm good without them. Anyway, digressing back to it. Crafted with no plates or stiffening elements, a new foam works naturally through the gait cycle, creating a lightweight and propulsive ride. At the heart of this new running experience is the Hyperboost Pro Foam, a high-performance material that provides maximum cushion with no compromise. Drawing on Adidas Elite Racing midsole technologies, a new foam formulation delivers an experience optimized for every type of run, from daily sessions to high mileage training. This shoe to me looks amazing. If you loved Adidas shoes back in the day, Adidas basketball shoes, you remember the old T Max? It kind of looks like the old T Max, not the ones that had the fork, the three prongs kind of going across the toe, but the other pair where it was just like the kind of blocking of the color on the side. They look kind of like those. The three stripes are on the side on the foam on the heel. It's a really amazing looking shoe. I want it. It releases on March 17th. For some reason, it still says at 2 a.m. I don't know if that's correct or if they're going to change it once it gets to March 17th. Because to me, that is really, really early in the morning. As much as I want the shoe, I'm not waking up at 2 in the morning to spend $200 to buy no running shoe. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I hope they change it. The release colorway is going to be cloud white, pure ruby, and zero metallic, so a red with a little bit of gray going on into it. Again, $200, new beaded TPU foam, similar to Boost, but not the old Boost that we know and are very familiar with. Textile upper, fused overlays. So the heel drop is going to be about, not heel drop, but the overall drop in the shoe is going to be a 6 millimeter drop from heel to toe. Heel is supposed to be 45 millimeters, and the toe is going to be a 39 millimeter forefoot. Again, it looks really, really comfortable. At the first sight of it, I thought it was more of a Mega Blast, but I'm hearing that it might be more of the Super Blast S type shoe, but maybe a little bit more cushion. I'm hoping that these don't immediately sell out everywhere and I can at least go try a pair on somewhere, because I would definitely be interested in maybe not giving up on the Evos, but switching over to these, seeing how these go, and then going back over to my Evos when needed, and just having like my first 2 shoe rotation, because currently I just run in 1 shoe every single time that I go run, every single time. All right, a couple more details about it. So regular fit laces, Hyper Boost Pro, textile sock liner, adjustable laces. So nothing outside of the ordinary that we're expecting from a shoe. Again, apologies that I can't show you the shoe. I will drop the link to it in the chat. So if you want to go look at it, you can go see the shoe for yourself on the Adidas website. T-Berg says T-Max are nasty. We had them as our team shoes my senior year in basketball. I remember the T-Max. I always wanted a pair and I never got a pair. I wanted the blue pair with the silver stripes. And then they had a green, I want to say a green and gold that I liked a lot. But I really, really wanted that blue pair. Never got them. I remember they re-released them a couple years back. I don't think they sold as well as when they first came out. They tried to hit on that nostalgia wave, and it didn't work. The retro vibes of it didn't work. But it is what it is. Not every shoe is meant to come back out for every single generation. And if you happen to miss the older generation that was into that shoe, then you're kind of out of luck, right? But I mean, it is what it is, though. But shoes come and shoes go. There's always going to be some brand new product over here for us to kind of look at and decide, like, do we need this, or am I better off without it, or is it something to try later on? Like I said, I have my 2 pairs of Evos. One of them, I think, is on his last leg. I looked at the foam on the bottom of the right foot, and there's a big gash in it. Oh, not really gash, but it's like kind of it's tore up. It's tore. It might be time to switch over to the Volts pretty soon. But I'm kind of trying to hold off and see maybe about getting these other shoes first before I switch, maybe. But that $200 though, is it worth it? Because you can get a pair of Asics Super Blast 2s for the same price as a Nova Blast 5 right now. They're both $150. And if you're going to go for the Nova, you might as well get the Super Blast, in my opinion. But I'm interested to see what shoes come up this year for racing and releasing. I'm interested to see the list. They typically do one of who won with what shoe, like the top 10 people. They'll usually have their shoe and their branding going up. So I want to see that when it drops out, and I'll make sure to share it. I'm trying to think if we got anything else that we missed on this stream, but I think we covered everything. I'll be here next week, same time as always. After that, it might get a little bit dicey. I got some trips I got to do, and we'll try to still key up maybe from a hotel room. So the scenery might be a little bit different. Might actually have some stuff behind us, maybe a hotel wall or two and a portable mic. You won't see this lovely mic going on right here in front of me. But as always, I appreciate each and every one of you that came by the stream. T-Berg, I appreciate you as well, man. If y'all have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to drop them. And remember, hold the standard, protect your crown, and I'll see you on your next run.